Alright, this is going to be a quick video on how to change the spoiler on a Mk3 Jetta. It should be the same across 2.0 or VR6. I have the other one over here, and if you're anything like me, a bad driver, I had a branch come underneath the spoiler and just pop it up. So I'm going to be taking the trunk up and then undoing all these clips. And then there should be bolts to screw in the new one. So you can't really see them, but there's kind of these square clips that you squeeze in and then pull out. And this carpeted area will lift up, and they normally would rest in here. There's a couple of them around the edge, and then you just pull the carpet over this. And there's a couple of Phillips ones, so I'll cut back here in a second once everything's taken apart. Alright, so right here is one of the clips. It's kind of hard to see in the dark here, but you can squish it together like this, and it's shaped like that to go into the carpet. So I just used the pliers with two hands to squeeze it together and then pull straight out. It'll unclip from the metal first, and then I just pull them out of the carpet itself. I only pulled off like the top. I tried to take this thing fully off, but it wasn't cooperating because there was one of those squeeze nut things that wouldn't come out. These here, the Phillips, they aren't actually supposed to come out to my knowledge. The carpet just kind of sits on them to hold itself a little tight. I went ahead and unscrewed the two nuts from back here, which goes on to right around here, the foot thing. The old one is right over here, and it's kind of screwed up. I had to grab onto this part here with vice grips while I turned this one from in here because it wasn't seated in the plastic right to tighten itself. But once I unplugged those two, it just pulled out. And then this plate kind of thing came out where the two are. This sits in the back towards the trunk. It's easy, it just pulls out once you're done. So this one was lucky from the junkyard or whatever, eBay, and it came with the two plates that are new, so that'll be nice. I'll check up in a minute here once I get the other side off. All the nuts that are in, nuts and bolts here are 10mm for all four of them. As you can see, this broke off when I was trying to do it. When I broke my spoiler off initially, this whole cover piece was not on here, so I could grab this with the vice grips to hold it from turning. But this one, the cover piece was there, and there's just like a tiny hole above the nut here. So I had to cut this and then keep snapping pieces off just to hold it with the vice grips, and then it broke. But yeah, all of these areas are cleaned out now. I took the plate out already, which is right there. Put the plate on and then probably get a second pair of hands to line up the spoiler, and then just throw the nuts back on, and it should be good and pretty. Put everything back together. I didn't put the clips in yet. The squeeze one should be easy enough. The Phillips ones, I'll figure that out. If I can have any tips, I'll leave it in the comments. Here's my old spoiler, and you can see how messed up it was from being pulled apart. I got all this dust from filing the old clips down. Alright, but here's how it looks with the new spoiler. It's just an OEM one that I got off eBay. So I think it'll look pretty nice with the color scheme.